Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Ananta Kori Vaishnavrinda ki, Jai Shri Shri Gauranitai ki, Jai Shri Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki, Jai Gaur Premanande, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glorious Shri
Sorry, sorry, we're a little late. Skyler was running.
Do you have a mic? Yes, there's a microphone. Microphone.
That's on the video.
Do it in English or Spanish?
English or Spanish?
English.
English.
I'll read Russian.
Sorry, we were late.
Krishna Kanaya, Krishna Kristaya, Gotale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta,
Om Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Kristaya, Bhutale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta, Swami Maharaj.
Santiago de Chile.
Namaste Saraswati Deve, Gauravani Prasarine, Nirvishesha Sundravani, Vatsarya Visakarine.
Om Janathinaranasya Jananjana Sarakaya Chaksaramelitam Jena Tasnai Sri Ode Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srila Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Karoti Vacharam, Angolanga Ezekiel, Yadkita Talhan Mande, Sigurandi Dharnam, Paramananda Madhava, Sri Chaitanya Swami. Very nice to meet all of you tonight.
It is very nice to meet all of you tonight.
We heard a lot about this program.
We heard a lot about this program.
How you all take your spiritual life seriously.
How you all are taking your spiritual life seriously.
And so I wanted to make a point to visit this program.
So I wanted to make a point to visit this program.
Although I'm born in America, since 1970 I lived in India.
Although I born in America since 1970, I'm living in India.
Since 1978 I'm an Indian citizen.
And since 1978, I'm an Indian citizen.
So I need a visa for Chile.
So I need a visa for Chile.
He doesn't need a visa.
He doesn't need a visa.
He's Indian, but he's born in America.
He's Indian, but he born in America. That's okay, to keep it in the mouth.
So, anyway, I had a great good fortune to be a disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj.
Anyway, I have the great good fortune to be a disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
And he sent me to India in 1970.
And he sent me to India in 1970.
Maybe some of you were not born then.
Maybe some of you were not born yet
That time,
in that time.
the price of petrol in India
In that time,
The price of petrol in
the
India.
price for the petrol in India
was 60 paisa.
was 60 paisas.
Cheap.
Yeah, what? And there's a big hartal because they raised the price to 1 rupee.
And was a big
Uproar.
uproar because they raised the price to 1 rupee.
So, Prabhupada, he started ISKCON, he made 108 temples.
So Prabhupada started ISKCON and he made 108 temples.
Then in 1985, 86,
And in 1985, 86
on the 100th year of Lord Chaitanya,
was the
100 years.
100 years. No, was it
100 years.
100 years?
500,
500 years of Lord Chaitanya.
At that time, we had about 215 branches.
And at that time we had 20 branches.
In 1996,
In 1996
there was Prabhupada's centennial.
was Srila Prabhupada's centennial.
He was born in 1896.
He was born in 1896.
At that time, we had about 355 centers.
And at that time we have about 365 centers.
And now we have maybe almost 600 centers.
And now we have like about almost 600 centers.
And we have namahats, and
And we have many namahats.
like this is a namahat.
Like this is an namahat.
So such gatherings, there are thousands and thousands.
So like this gathering we have thousands and thousands.
And there's Bhakti Vriksha groups,
And then we have Bhakti Vriksha groups,
which are very structured.
which are very structured.
So those we have also many thousands.
So of those we also have many thousands.
So like this, it was predicted by Lord Chaitanya
So like this it was predicted by Lord Chaitanya
that his movement would come to all over the world,
that this movement will come all over the world.
and that his name would be chanted everywhere.
And that his name will be chanted everywhere.
Pratimite Hatshe Tata Nagaradigram Sadhata Vicharita Haidev Varnam. In every town and village,
In every town and village,
his holy name would be chanted.
this holy name will be chanted.
It's interesting how the holy rivers in the Brahma Vaivanta Purana,
In the Brahma Vaibharata Purana, it's very interesting to see how the holy rivers,
and Kundas and
Kundas and
Sarovars,
Sarovaras,
they all came to Krishna.
they all came to see Krishna.
They knew that that he would leave soon.
They knew that he will leave soon.
So they said, please take us with you.
So they prayed to Krishna, please take us with you.
And there'll be so many sinful people bathing in our water.
Because in Kali Yuga will be so many sinful people bathing in our waters.
We'll be overloaded with sins.
We're going to be overloaded with sins.
So take us back.
So please Krishna, take us back. The rivers pray.
We'll go with you.
We will go with you.
And he smiled.
But Krishna smiled at them.
He told them just to see Vaishnava, or to hear about the Vaishnava, is a great blessing.
But Krishna says, just to see a Vaishnava or to hear a Vaishnava is a great blessing.
But 5,000 years to just tolerate the sinful people.
He says, just for 5,000 years, just tolerate the sinful people.
And after 5,000 years,
And after 5,000 years,
someone will come
someone will come
and he will spread the Harinam all over the world.
and he will spread the Harinam Sankirtan all over the world.
And people will start coming to your holy waters
And people will start coming to your holy waters,
or chanting the holy names.
people that are chanting the holy names.
So in this way, by their chanting, the sins are released.
So in this way, while they're chanting, all the sins are going to be released.
Like this, for 10,000 years, there will be a golden age.
Like this for 10,000 years, it will be a golden age.
And people will find it very easy to get back to the spiritual world.
And people will find it very easy to get back to the spiritual world.
Now, after 10,000 years,
And after 10,000 years,
then starts the heavy part of Kali.
then starts the heavy part of Kali.
So that time you can go underground
So at that time, then you can go underground,
like Saraswati
like Saraswati,
and stay under until the end of Kali Yuga.
and you can stay under until the end of Kali Yuga.
So in the Puranas, this person is mentioned.
So in the Puranas, this person is mentioned.
Brahma, he came 5,000 years after Kali Yuga started.
So Srila Prabhupada came 5,000 years after Kali Yuga started.
Lord Chaitanya, he came 4,500 years.
And Lord Chaitanya came 4,500 years after Kali Yuga started.
Lord Chaitanya is Krishna,
Lord Chaitanya is Krishna,
but he has the heart and mood of Radharani.
but he has the heart, the mood of Radharani.
Because when he went to the house of the palace of Rukmini Devi Dasi,
Because when he went to the house, to the palace of Rukmini Devi Dasi,
then she was crying.
sorry, of Rukmini, not Rukmini Devi Dasi. Then she was crying. Rukmini was crying when Krishna arrived.
So why Krishna's arriving, why she should cry?
You know, Krishna is arriving, why she should cry?
So he was asking, he said, your servant was arguing with you, or your children don't follow you, or what's the reason?
So Krishna asked her, the children not following you, what is the reason, why are you crying?
So she said, you're Bhagavan.
So she said, you are Bhagavan.
You know what Brahma is doing in Satyaloka.
You know what is Brahma doing in Satyaloka?
You know what Shiva is doing in Kailash.
You know what is Lord Shiva doing in Kailash?
You know what is going on in the Ananta Koti Brahmanda.
You know what is going on in the Ananta Koti Brahmanda.
You know everything.
You know everything.
But it seems there's one thing you don't know.
But since there is one thing you don't know.
One thing you don't know.
One thing you don't know.
Radharani knows.
Radharani knows.
I know.
I know.
But I don't think you know.
But I don't think you know.
No devotee ever told Bhagavan he doesn't know something.
So non-devotee ever told Bhagavan that he doesn't know something.
So what's this? What I don't know.
So Krishna said, what is this? What is the thing that I don't know?
And then after some coaxing,
And then after some coaxing,
after some gentle dealings,
after some gentle dealings,
she
revealed
that you don't know how much your devotee loves you.
So she told Krishna, you don't know how much your devotees love you.
And in what way they love you.
And in which way they love you.
You know everything, but this you don't know.
You know everything, but this you don't know.
Radharani knows.
Radharani knows.
I know.
I know,
But you don't know
but you don't know.
how much we love you
How much we love you,
and what way we love you.
and in which way we love you.
So then Krishna agreed to two things.
So then Krishna agrees to two things.
And when he came and he was worried how will the people get delivered in Kali Yuga.
Because Narada Muni also came and he was worried, how will the people get delivered in Kali Yuga?
So Lord Chaitanya said, I'll come, but I won't come as Bhagavan.
So Krishna said, I will come, but I will not come as Bhagavan.
He said, right. I'll come as my devotee.
I will come as my devotee,
And I will spread the Harinam.
and I will spread the Harinam.
And I'll research what devotee feel for me.
And I will research in which way the devotees feel for me.
So normally
So
it takes a long time
it takes a long time
to get back to Godhead.
to get back to Godhead.
Onam Janmanamante.
Bahunan Jamanamante.
Many births.
Many birds.
But in this period,
But in this period,
golden age has started.
the golden age started.
Someone can back to the spiritual world
Somebody can go back to the spiritual world
in one birth,
in one birth,
in one single insignificant human birth.
in one single insignificant human birth.
How long do we live?
How long we live?
60 years, 70 years,
60
80
years, 70 years, 80 years, 90 years.
In this short time,
In this short
we
time,
can get back.
we can get back.
In the 12th canto of Bhagavatam,
In the 12th canto of Bhagavat Puran,
Santiago de Swami,
Sukadeva Goswami,
he's telling all the defects of Kali Yuga.
he is narrating all the defects of Kali Yuga.
Then he says,
Then he says,
Kalo dosya nidhi rajan.
Kalir Doshni the Rajam.
What is the use of telling all these faults?
What is the use of telling all these faults?
This Kali Yuga is ocean of defects.
This Kali Yuga is an ocean of faults.
Being in Chile, the ocean is always close by.
Sorry, even in
Being
Chile,
in
The
Chile.
ocean is always close by.
even in Chile, even in here, the ocean is very close by.
Oh, it's 3,000 miles long.
It's 3,000 miles long. The ocean is huge.
And 150 kilometers wide.
150 kilometers wide and
2000.
3,000 miles long. Right? Kilometers.
Chile.
In Chile, the ocean.
So, ocean always close by.
So,
Within 150 kilometers.
Chile is 100
Ocean goes by 3,000.
okay, the ocean always goes by because the country is like 3,000 kilometers.
So how far is the ocean?
So how far is the ocean?
How far? You know.
150 kilometers.
I'm a little confused.
So, how many drops of water in the ocean?
So how many drops of water is in the ocean?
A lot.
So, Sukadeva Goswami is saying,
So Sukadeva Goswami is saying,
and many drops in the ocean, Kali Yuga has deadly defects,
he says many drops in the oceans, Kali Yuga has as many defects.
but it has one good quality.
But it has only one good quality.
That quality, if you put on a scale,
That quality, if you put in one scale,
all defects this side,
all the defects in this side,
one good quality this side,
and one good quality in this side,
which weighs more?
which weighs more?
It's the good quality.
It's the good quality.
Asti Eka
Asmihyeka
Mahaguna.
Mahaguna.
Ek Mahaguna.
Ek Mahaguna hoy. He.
One great good quality.
One great good quality.
Krishna Kirtan,
Kirtana
Kirtana Krishna,
Eva Eva Krishnasya.
Kirtana Krishna,
Kirtana Eva Krishnasya.
Krishna,
Sangam Param.
Kirtan Eva Krishnasya, Mukta Sangha Brahmaja.
Kirtana Eva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Paramrajet.
That by chanting the names of Krishna,
That by chanting the names of Krishna,
you get freedom from the Kali Yuga,
you get freedom from Kali Yuga,
from the guns,
from the guns,
and you get to the spiritual world, the thought destination.
and you go back to the supreme destination, back to the spiritual world.
Kirtana Eva Krishnasya, Mukta Sangha Brahmaja.
Mukta Sangha Paramrajet.
Now, in this world, there's birth, death, old age, disease.
So in this world we have old age, birth, death, and disease.
When we're young,
When we're young,
everything looks nice.
everything looks nice.
And the old people, they talk, oh, you know, cancer now.
And then the old people, they say, oh, I have cancer now, I have this problem now.
Of course, even the young people now have problems.
Of course, even now the young people have problems.
So, in the Shiva Puran,
So in the Shiva Puran,
Lord Shiva was telling
Lord Shiva was telling
how by chanting one name of Ram,
how by chanting one name of Ram
that's equal to the 1,000 names of Vishnu.
is equal to 1,000 names of Vishnu.
Sahasranam Tulades Eka Ram Ram Radhadev. My dear goddess
My dear goddess,
Parvati,
Parvati,
By chanting one name of Ram,
By chanting one name of Ram,
it's equal to 1,000 names of
it's
Vishnu.
equal to 1,000 names of Vishnu.
And then in a separate place,
And then in a separate place,
and a few verses later,
a few verses later,
he said by chanting the name of Krishna,
he said by chanting the name of Krishna,
one name of Krishna,
one name of Krishna
it's equal to 3,000 names of Vishnu.
is equal to 3,000 names of Vishnu.
So, it was very auspicious to hear you all chanting Narayana.
So it is very auspicious to hear all of you chanting Narayana.
But if you chant Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, that's thousands of times more beneficial.
But if you chant Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, this is thousands of times more beneficial.
I heard you're a good businessman.
I heard that you are all good businessmen.
So you can calculate.
So you can calculate.
3,000, if you get from the same investment, 3,000 times the return. Is that better or?
If from the same investment you get 3,000 times more in return, this is better or not? Huh?
You see, in this Kali Yuga,
So you see in this Kali Yuga,
it's very difficult to do good karma.
it is very difficult to do good karma.
The Shastra says that there's 12 bank accounts.
Sasha
Shash.
said 12 bank accounts.
Who?
Sasha.
Shastra said that you can have 12,
No, there are 2 bank accounts.
so there are 2 bank accounts.
One for good karma, one for bad karma.
One for good karma, one for bad karma.
So in Kali Yuga, it's easy to help good karma, bad karma.
So in Kali Yuga it is easy to collect bad karma.
And also, if you get charity or something, you get good karma.
And of course if you do charity or something, you get good karma.
So, but people tend to neglect their spiritual side.
But people usually neglect the spiritual side.
So then bad karma increases.
When their bad karma increases.
So when the good karma is over,
So when the good karma is over,
then there's nothing left but bad karma.
then we only end up with bad karma.
Of course,
Here,
here we have a 10,000 year window.
we have a 10,000 years window.
While you're chanting Narayana, chanting the names of the Lord,
So by chanting Narayan, the names of the Lord,
you can get elevated to the heavenly planets.
you can get elevated to the heavenly planets.
And maybe stay there 100,000 years.
And maybe stay there for 100,000 years.
But you'll miss this whole period.
But you will miss this 10,000 golden age period.
Then you come back down here.
Then you need to come back down here.
It's like someone staying in a 5-star hotel.
It's like someone staying in a 5-star hotel
They run out of money.
and then run out of money.
You shut the door.
And then they shut the door out.
So we stay in Swarga, we only have good karma.
So when we have good karma, we stay in Swarga.
Then karma over,
Karma over,
back down.
we come down.
So, of course, everything we do, whatever you chant, whatever you do for Krishna, that's to your eternal benefit.
And of course, everything you do is spiritual. Every name you chant of Krishna, this stays with you eternally.
This year in tonight we had as one of our guests, Rajavasi,
This year in Chennai, we have one of our guests, Brajavasi.
and he told the story how Lord Shiva, he came to see Lord Krishna as a baby.
And he told the story to all of us how Lord Shiva came to see Lord Krishna when he was a baby.
And so he was covered with ashes, and
So you know, Lord Shiva was covered with all the ashes,
he was wearing a I don't know, some skin.
and he was wearing like the necklace of skulls.
Wearing skin.
He's wearing a skin.
And he was,
Yes, yeah.
he was wearing a deer skin.
Shiva is always pure,
Of course, Shiva, we know he's always pure.
but not Yasoda. She thought, he's just some yogi.
But Yashoda Mai, he thought he's some yogi.
I looked and said, I think my Lala will be afraid when he sees you.
So when she saw Lord Shiva, she said, oh, I think my Lala will be very afraid to see you.
I had to take some chapattis and
I can give you some chapatis, roti, go. Yeah.
I went in the forest.
And then go, you can go into the forest.
But then Krishna was eating.
But then Krishna, he wasn't eating.
So the older gopis said, you must have committed some aparad.
So one of the old gopis said, you must have committed some aparad.
And anyone you offended today?
Is anybody you have offended today?
He said, maybe I offended when Yogi was there.
So Yashoda said, oh, maybe I have offended one yogi that he was there outside.
Bring him.
So okay, bring him.
So they found it and brought him.
So they found him and brought him.
He said, I'll keep away all the demons. I'll keep away all the demons.
He says, I will keep away all the demons.
And just I want two things.
Just I want two things, Lord Shiva said.
Every day you bathe your son.
Every day you bathe your son,
I want the bath water.
I want to take the bath water.
Oh, yeah,
Nitai Gaura Pramanande.
oh, the other thing.
What was the other thing he said? The food Ramanan, yeah. The prasad.
Huh?
The prasad. Food Ramanan.
Remnants of Prasada.
And he said all the remnants of prasad.
So your son said, okay.
So Yashoda said, okay.
And then, of course, when Krishna saw his great devotee, Shiva,
Of course, when Lala Krishna saw his great devotee, Lord Shiva,
he was very happy.
he was very happy.
Vaishnavanam Jatha Sambhu,
Vaishnavanam Yata Sambhu.
of all devotees,
Of all the devotees,
Shiva is considered the greatest.
Shiva is considered the greatest.
So every day he would take the bath water and drink it.
So every day Lord Shiva will take the bath water and drink it.
He'd take the prasad and he'd eat
He will
it.
take the prasad and eat it.
You see, Krishna extends himself into the Vishnus, into Narayana, into all the different avatar forms.
You see, Lord Krishna spanned himself in all the Vishnus, Narayanas, and different avatars, forms.
But he is the original Godhead.
But he is the original personality of Godhead.
In the Brahma Samhita, it
The Brahma
says,
Samhita it is said,
Ishvara Bharma Krishna, Sakchidananda Vigraha, Anadi Adi Govinda, Sarvakarna Karnam. In Rig Veda,
in
it
the
also
Veda,
says
it
a
is
very
also
similar
said,
verse.
a very similar verse.
Satchilana, Krishna, how do you call it? Krishna Guna, Krishna Satchilananda Guna, Krishna Vivursa, Krishna Purushottam.
So in the Rig Veda is mentioned also something very similar.
So normally it's very hard to get Krishna's mercy.
Normally it is very hard to get Krishna's mercy.
One day, Krishna from Dwarka, he came out on his chariot, and with him he had brought about 7 rishis like Vyasadeva,
One day Krishna
Vasishtha,
from Dwarka, he came in a chariot, and with him he brought like 7 rishis.
He went to see the king of Bhalasa, and he went to see a poor Brahmin called Sutadev.
So Krishna, he went to see a king, Bahulaswa, and a Brahmana, poor Brahmana called Sutadev.
And when he reached the city, he divided into 2.
So when he reached the city, he divided into 2.
And all the rishis also, by his blessing, became double.
And all the rishis, also by Krishna's blessing, they divide also in 2.
So they went to Bhalasa royal court,
So they went to Bahulaswa royal court.
and he gave them a golden seat,
So the king offered him a golden seat.
and he bathed his feet
He bathed his feet
with golden pots.
with golden pots.
They sprinkled the water on the wife's head,
He sprinkled the waters in the wife's head,
children's head,
children's head,
all the ministers.
and all the ministers.
They gave royal gifts,
And he gave all kind of royal gifts,
diamonds, jewels.
diamonds, jewels.
They asked them, please take a prasada, please take a yoga
And he asked,
meal.
to please take the boga, the meal.
So they gave them like a chapana bowl,
So he offered a chapana bowl,
56 varieties.
56 varieties.
He was glorifying Krishna.
He was glorifying Krishna.
They gave, please stay a few days here.
He said, please stay a few days here.
That was a royal reception.
That was the royal reception.
And Krishna went to Sutadev's house.
So at the same time, Krishna also went to Shrutadev's house.
He was a very poor Brahmin.
He was a very poor Brahmana.
He had hardly nothing.
He has practically nothing.
He had to borrow grass mats from the neighbor's
He
house
has to borrow grass mat from the neighbor's house
to give Krishna and the rishis to sit.
to give Krishna and the rishis a place to sit.
He and his wife poured the water. He massaged the water, and Krishna and all the rishis' feet.
So the wife poured the water and he massaged Krishna and all the rishis, and they bathed the feet of everybody.
And then he sprinkled the water on his children's heads and
He sprinkled the water on the children's head,
his wife's head,
wife's head,
his head.
his head,
He asked them, please stay for dinner.
and he said, please stay for dinner.
Get on a seat.
He gave him a seat,
And the wife, she just cooked dal, rice, sabji.
and because very poor Brahmana, the wife could only cook rice, dal, sabji,
Ordinary meal.
ordinary meal.
And but he was so happy that while serving Krishna, he started to dance. He was so happy.
He was so happy.
Can you imagine? Krishna came to his house.
Krishna himself came to his house, then when he started
Krishna
serving
came.
Krishna, he was dancing because Krishna came to his house.
He was,
Nitai Gaura
oh,
Brahmanande!
how many of you would like Krishna to come to your
How
house?
many of you would like Krishna to come to your house?
Everybody.
So he had this fortune.
So he has his worship.
He had this good fortune.
He has his good fortune.
So, Lord Chaitanya,
So Lord Chaitanya,
he called him the most merciful.
he is known as the most merciful.
Imagine,
Imagine,
Lord Krishna himself,
although he is Krishna himself,
he's hidden,
he is hidden,
but he's most beautiful,
but he is the most merciful,
most beautiful.
most beautiful.
For 6 years,
For 6 years,
he traveled all over India,
he traveled all over India,
south, north, east, west,
south, north, east, west,
and there, every night he would just stay one night in each house.
and every night he stayed one night in each house.
Calculate
Calculate
6 years times 355 days.
6 years times 365, 2,170.
He's the Western Indian 355.
355 is in India.
Every 3 years, one leap year, one late month.
Every 3 years, one late month. Late month.
Rajatha.
Purushottamma.
So, there is such how Krishna delivered a farmer.
So Lord Chaitanya.
Yeah,
So you can we can see how Lord Chaitanya also delivered a farmer.
he delivered a barber.
He delivered a barber.
He delivered a dead man.
He delivered a dead man.
He delivered not only a dead, he brought him back to life.
Not only that he delivered the dead man, he also brought it back to life.
He delivered some lepers,
He delivered some lepers.
and by embracing them, they
By
are
embracing
cured.
them, they got purified
Are cured.
and cured.
He delivered a prime minister.
He delivered a prime minister.
He delivered kings,
He delivered a king,
several kings.
several kings.
The merchants of cloth,
Merchants of cloth,
an astrologer.
an astrologer.
I think how many people he delivered?
How many people he delivered?
Two mafia guys.
Two mafia guys.
Two thugs. He also delivered.
He also delivered them. Animals.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Also deliver animals.
Then like now is the period when the Lord Jagannath, his doors are closed.
So during a period of time, after the Snan Yatra, the doors of Jagannath Mandir are closed.
So this is that period now.
So this is that period now.
When that happened,
When that happened,
Lord Chaitanya,
Lord Chaitanya,
when he was in Puri,
when he was in Puri,
he felt so much separation.
he was feeling so much separation.
He ran to the nearest Vishnu temple.
He ran to the nearest Vishnu temple.
It was Alalanath Narayana.
It was the temple of Alalanath Narayana.
He paid his prostrated obeisances
So when he paid his prostrate obeisances
at the feet of the Lord.
on the feet of the Lord,
And it said that he melted the stone.
so in that moment he melted the stone.
How they kept that stone separate.
So they kept that stone separate.
Don't believe me.
Don't believe me.
Go there.
Go there.
See it.
See it by yourself.
Touch it.
Touch it.
Feel it.
Feel it.
It's there.
It's there.
You can see
You can see.
Lord Chaitanya melted stone
Lord Chaitanya also melted the stones
by his separation.
by his separation.
So Lord Chaitanya,
So Lord Chaitanya,
He came to give everybody this mercy.
He came to give everybody His mercy.
And we hope that you'll all be, you can do your regular work,
And of course, that you cannot do your regular work,
but
but
I should add
you should add
chanting Krishna's name.
chanting Krishna's name.
If a husband and wife can do together,
If the husband and wife can do together,
that's ideal.
that's ideal.
You see, like Shankaracharya,
You see, like Shankaracharya,
he said, Jnana Marg, Jnana Yoga.
he said Jnana Yoga, Jnana Marg.
But in order to be perfect,
But he says, in order to achieve perfection,
you need to be a sannyasi.
you need to be a sannyasi.
How many sannyasis here?
How many sannyasis we have here?
But with Bhakti Yoga,
But with Bhakti Yoga,
you don't have to be a
you don't
sannyasi.
have to be a sannyasi.
Degrahas,
You can be a grihasta.
and you can husband, wife,
And husband and wife,
they can achieve success
you both can achieve success
just by serving the Lord.
just by serving the Lord.
So
So
we would like to see
we would like
all
to
of
see
you
all of you
achieve
achieve
this success.
this success.
Even in the Purushottam month,
Even in the Purushottam month,
and it's said that good karma is very hard to make.
it is said that good karma is very hard to make.
But actually the secret is
But actually the secret is
it's very good for spiritual advancement.
it is very good month for spiritual advancements.
Spiritual and good karma are two different things.
Spiritual life and good karma are two different things.
Good karma means stay in the material world and have nice facility.
Good karma means stay in this material world and have a nice facility,
Boss.
bus.
Spiritual life means
Spiritual
back to
life
the
means
spiritual world.
go back to the spiritual world.
In Purushottam month,
In Purushottam month,
Krishna gives blessing,
Krishna gives blessings
and you can be happy,
that you can be happy,
peaceful
peaceful
in the material life,
in this material life
and spiritually go back to
and
God
spiritually go back to Godhead
by chanting the names,
by
by
chanting the name of
doing Bhakti Yoga.
by chanting the name of Krishna and doing Bhakti Yoga.
So, anyway, I'd like to give a chance for you to answer any, for you to ask any questions.
Anyway, I would like to stop here and give a chance. I mean, if any of you have any question,
Any doubts?
any doubts.
I heard the kids playing,
I heard the kids playing
and they were speaking to each other in Spanish.
and they were speaking to each other in Spanish. Maya?
Gurudev, can you guide us a little bit on chanting? How can we improve our chanting?
How can we improve our chanting? Can you speak something little about that?
Each person has some individual situation.
Well, each person has some individual situation,
But generally,
but generally
one should chant
one should chant
the names of Lord Chaitanya before
the names of Lord Chaitanya before
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna mantra, before chanting Hare Krishna mantra.
I met one man,
I met one man,
he said,
he said,
He was chanting 26 years,
He was chanting for 26 years.
but he didn't feel any
Like he didn't feel
ecstasy.
anything, any ecstasy.
So I said, do you chant the names of Lord Chaitanya?
So I asked him, do you chant the names of Lord Chaitanya?
No, I'm from another disciplic succession.
No, he said, I'm from another sampradaya, another disciplic succession.
So I wrote down the names.
So I wrote down the names
I gave him, you chant this verse.
and I gave it to him and said, you chant this verse now.
Then chant Hare Krishna.
And then chant Hare Krishna.
Then I left.
Then I left.
About 3 months later,
About like 3 months later,
I happened to come back to that place.
it happens that I came back to that place.
From a distance,
And from distance,
he saw me.
he saw me.
He started running up,
He started running.
and he grabbed my feet.
He grabbed my feet.
He said, what do you give me?
He said, which mantra you give
What
me?
do you give me?
What did you give
I'm
me?
feeling so much bliss.
I'm feeling now so much bliss.
So first thing was to chant Panchatattva.
So the first thing that we can do is chant the Panchatattva mantra. Ah.
Then sometimes I ask people, they say, oh, how can I improve my chanting?
Sometimes people ask me, oh, how can I improve my chanting?
I ask how many times you chant.
I ask how many times you chant.
It's like 2 rounds,
They say 2 rounds,
4 rounds.
4 rounds.
So that's, and as that 4 rounds is like 25 lakhs a year.
So chanting 4 rounds a day is like 25 lakhs of name of Krishna.
2.5 million.
2.5 million.
It adds up,
That adds up.
but it's naturally, it doesn't give you so much concentration.
But naturally give you so much
It
concentration.
doesn't give
It
you,
doesn't give you so much concentration.
because we recommend that one should gradually increase up to 16 rounds.
Because we recommend that one should gradually increase up to 16 rounds
To get a fuller experience.
to get a full experience.
But if we can do,
But even if we can do,
then chanting some more, and
at least gradually we can chant a little bit more.
sometimes I sit down for the altar and chant.
Sometimes I sit down in front of the altar and chant.
You know, or you may sit down,
You may sit down in front of the altar and chant.
or sometimes while you're walking,
Or sometimes by walking,
you can chant.
you can chant.
The idea is that Bhakti Yoga, we use our senses.
The idea is that in Bhakti Yoga we use our senses.
It's Yukta Vairagya.
That's
It's
called Yukta Vairagya.
we use our senses, but we engage them in Krishna's
The
service.
use of our senses by engaging them in Krishna's service.
So when you're not chanting
So when you're not chanting
as much as possible,
as much as possible,
try to do some other
you
service.
should try to do some other service, other
like,
seva.
like many are doing their business,
That many of you are doing business,
some portion of that business,
so some portion of that business,
they can use it for Sada serving Krishna.
you can use it for somehow serving Krishna.
And that, the whole action becomes delivered.
Then because of that action that you're performing something for Krishna, then you get delivered, you get free.
In the Tirumala Tirupati temple,
In the Tirumala, in the Tirupati temple,
there they chant Om Namo Narayana.
there they chant Om Namo Narayana.
And they also chant Govinda.
But they also chant Govinda.
So, but our devotees try to keep themselves busy all the day.
But our devotees, we try to keep busy in Krishna conscious all the day.
So being a grihasta,
So being a grihasta,
while cooking, ladies can listen to a tape,
the ladies can listen to different classes
or they have audio books now.
or bhajams, and also they have now audiobooks.
They can listen to audio books.
So you can listen to an audiobook.
That's why they can complete the reading.
In this way they can complete the reading.
See, our chanting becomes better also if we read more.
You see, our chanting also become better if we read more.
If we get a clear understanding
If we get a clear understanding
how Krishna is transcendental,
how Krishna is transcendental.
what is the material world, what is the spiritual
What is this
world.
material world? What is the spiritual world? It's okay?
Thank you.
You can see me after.
You can see me after, we can discuss more. Do we have Nishinga the bowl?
Yes, we have
Do we have Nishinga the bowl
yes.
to distribute?
Well,
Yeah, we have the...
Remove one more question from
Baba?
Gurudev, a big segment of humanity, for reason of their birth or circumstances, don't follow Hinduism. So they don't have Krishna consciousness or Krishna chanting. But they have other path. Does that mean that they are drifting away from spirituality?
you see,
You see,
even in the, like say the Bible,
even let's say, even in the Bible,
my mother was a very devout Christian.
my mother was by birth Christian.
And in the Bible, he gives the Lord's Prayer.
So in the Bible we can see the Lord's Prayer.
And the verse is, "O Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Sorry?
O Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name."
It's a prayer. It's a prayer, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
So, what's the name of God?
So what is the name of God?
I don't know.
They don't know.
So, we like to let people practice their own faith.
You see, we don't want to change the people, we want them to practice their own faith.
Just, we can tell them some names.
So we can tell them some names to chant.
And as far as Christians
As far as Christians
and Jews,
and Jewish,
we have a lot.
we have a lot.
We're not saying that people have to convert.
But we don't say that people have to convert.
Like, Prabhupada never told me I had to convert.
And Prabhupada never told me I have to convert.
So, although I'm convinced that Krishna is the Supreme Godhead,
Although I'm convinced that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
he never said reject Jesus or reject
he never told me
him.
reject Jesus or reject.
He said Jesus is a great devotee.
He said Jesus is a great devotee,
He's our guru.
he's a guru,
Like that. So
like that.
I went and spoke to many. That I gave 2 lectures recently in LA and California at different churches.
So I gave recently 2 lessons in LA and California, different churches.
But it's not it's their limitation. Sometimes they don't want to hear on others.
You It's not our limit. I mean, sometimes it's their limitation that they don't want to hear about others.
I heard one person, he likes it, he said, if you pray regularly, you get a raise in your job.
So I heard one person say, okay, if you pray regularly, you will get a rise in your job, bigger salary.
I mean, the whole conception about serving the Lord is very, many people is not very spiritual.
So for many people, their conception of serving the Lord is not really spiritual.
Maybe he gives raise.
Maybe, the Lord gives rise in your salary.
But is that what we should pray for?
But is that why we should pray for?
Oh Lord, give me a raise.
Oh Lord, give me a raise of my
I
salary.
have a shopping list here.
I have my shopping list here.
So Prabhupada just taught us.
So Prabhupada taught us
And Bhakti Yoga means
that Bhakti Yoga means
is that pure devotion.
we get pure devotion.
We should try to serve the Lord.
We should try to serve the Lord.
Automatically He'll take care of you.
And automatically He will take care of you.
You don't have to worry about.
You don't have to worry about that.
But you should worry
You should
how
worry
to serve Him.
how to serve Him. So
I also have some Islamic
I also have some Islamic disciples,
but that's a little more difficult.
but that's a little bit more difficult.
So we don't say that the path is a different way, but if they probably something like this. If they can show they have love of Godhead, that's what we want.
We don't say to change. What we say, if you can develop love for Godhead, that's what we want. Bas.
If we're available to help people to develop love for God.
And we are available to help people to develop love for Godhead.
So Prabhupada talked to some Islamic imams and Ayatollahs.
So Prabhupada talked with some Islamic people
Imams, Ayatollahs.
to some Imam Ayatollahs.
And then he was very happy.
And then he was very happy.
Then the lecture gave, and he arrived in Calcutta from Tehran.
He gave a lecture when he arrived in Calcutta from Tehran.
And he said, Allah Akbar means the same as Param Brahma.
Allah Akbar means the same as Param Brahma.
This was the conclusion of our talk.
It was the conclusion of our talk.
So if we can somehow, without any fear that we want to convert people, we could just discuss. I think that we could have a better understanding.
So like that is, without fear of converting the people, we can discuss. We have a better understanding of God.
But many
people,
they don't feel guided.
They don't feel guided.
I don't feel guided.
I don't feel guided.
I didn't feel
guided.
So when I met Prabhupada, I felt guided.
So when I met Prabhupada, I felt guided.
All Prabhupada.
So I followed Prabhupada.
My mother
came.
Said, you're born in a Christian family.
Although she born in a Christian family.
Why don't you have a Christian priest?
He says, why you don't have a Christian priest?
Well, why don't you be a Christian priest?
Who said that? Prabhupada?
My mother.
Oh, okay. So her mother told him, why if you're born in a Christian family, his mother told him, if you're born in a Christian family, why you don't become a Christian priest?
I found my guru,
I told her I find my guru,
and he guided me.
and he guided me.
And she said, well,
Then she said, well,
you're young, enjoy life,
you are very young, why you don't enjoy life?
and be a sadhu later.
You can be a sadhu later.
Yeah, priest later.
You can be a priest later.
I said, how long do I have to live?
I say, how long I will live?
And she started crying.
Then she started crying.
No mother and father knows how long the children live.
No father and mother knows how long the children will live.
How can you say? Huh?
And then I say, how can you say it? To do it later.
Then she was sick.
She got sick.
Yeah.
Then she became sick.
And the other brothers and sisters, they couldn't take care of her.
And all the other brothers and sisters, they couldn't take care of her.
So she stayed for 3 years in our New Orleans temple.
So she stayed for 3 years in our New Orleans temple.
Across the street
And of course, across the street,
of flat.
in a flat.
So she'd come every day to the temple.
So she will come every day to the temple.
She'd tell me,
She told me,
why is it every time I come, Siddhartha Devi always watching me?
he said, why every time I come,
Siddhartha Devi is
Subhadra Devi is watching me.
So, the big wall between religions.
It's a big wall sometimes between religions.
Why?
Why?
Everybody's saying what's one God.
Everybody's saying we have one Lord, one God.
We should have, naturally we should have understanding amongst each other.
We should have a natural understanding amongst each other.
When I got a stroke in 2008,
When I got a stroke in 2008,
I was in the hospital.
when I was in the hospital,
We had a URI meeting.
we have a URI meeting,
United Religions
United Religions,
International.
International, United Religions.
And there all people, all religions prayed for me, my recovery.
And all the people from all the religions, they pray for me for my recovery.
So, I'm grateful to everyone.
So I'm very grateful to everyone.
Who was the President of India 2 times ago was a Muslim?
Who was the president of India 2 times before that was a Muslim? What was his name?
Abdul Kalam and Ahmad. Fakur Ahmad.
Fakur Ahmad or
Yeah. So, the devotees offer Bhagavad Gita.
when the devotees offer him a Bhagavad Gita,
He said it's just a religious book or a spiritual book?
he said this is a religious book or a spiritual book?
It's a spiritual book.
It's a spiritual book.
And I'll take it.
Then I take it.
Does that answer your question?
This
Yes.
answer your question?
Thank you.
So we have some special oil where we bathe the deities in India, Narasimhadev oil, the deities of Narasimhadev. So this oil contains 8 essential pure oils where we bathe the deity with Abhishekam, and it removes all the obstacles in material life to clean your path, spiritual path.
No, so I answer questions.
Should I answer more questions or what is the plan? It's fine. So you can give the oil.
Go on.
Yeah, put it. the ladus and Mark can distribute the Shinhadevon.
Yes.
Is Rakesh here? Rakesh?
Who? Rakesh. Rakesh Prabhu.
Take the ladus for the sadhu, the oil from consultant. Too much is really nice smell.
Kira.